was like 5 feet tall just now. Hey, welcome! Welcome to Knott Scary Farm 2016 preview! Tonight we're going to tell you everything in Knott Scary Farm. Yay! There goes my car, hold on. Just take it off. Back it up. Back it up.
Don't trust the valet.
Back it up. Screw the 91. Back it up. There we go. Well, welcome everybody. Are you ready to find out what's on tap this year for Knott Scary Farm? Thank you all for coming out tonight. Is there any better way to spend a Thursday night than talking about Halloween? Welcome. We're being streamed live around the globe, so welcome everybody looking and watching and thinking and hoping, and everything is going to be fantastic this year. All right, let me get through my notes here. Your patience is paid off. We're going to tell you everything. I've said that before, right? Yeah. But I really mean it tonight. Yay. All right. No more stay tuned. That's right. All right. So first up, in 2016, we're going to talk about the shows. And our first show, well, she needs no introduction. Just roll that footage right there.
I'm back. That's right, it's little old me, Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, and I'm back for another spectacular extravaganza. That's right, this year at Knott Scary Farm, it'll be me doing my new show, Elvira's Dance in the Dark. See you there, and unpleasant dreams.
Any Elvira fans in the house tonight? Isn't Halloween like the greatest holiday ever? When I was a kid, that's all I could dream of was Halloween, and Knott Scary Farm has found a way to stretch it still longer one night. It's a whole bunch of nights.
We got ourselves a new stage and a new chapter in justice. Good citizens of Calico, I ask you, are you ready for a hanging? I said, are you ready for a hanging?
The Lawman, everybody, returns in Finding Dory. On our brand new Calico Mine stage. Just keep killing, just keep, everybody. Just keep killing, just keep killing. All right. All right. Now we're going to talk about, are you ready? Where haunt began. The Scare Zones of 2016. Let's talk about some of the scare zones. The first one up is Fiesta de los Muertos. It's the night where the veil between the living and the dead is the thinnest. More monsters, more scares right in Fiesta Village. Also, Carnival. The scare zone, they said, would never happen. It's too big, it's too bright, and the clowns own it. I don't know anybody that walks through there that isn't terrified of the clowns of Carnival. And where Knott Scary Farm was born, right here on the streets of Ghost Town. again, trust me. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to talk about, you ready for what's returning for 2016? Please welcome the designers of Not Scary Farm, the men behind the madness, John Cook, Daniel Miller, and Gus Kruger. Looking sharp, John. You look sharp. Hey, thanks. All right, so we're going to talk about maternity mazes, and the first one up, if you'll cast your eye right here, they will tell you.
Everyone hates going to the dentist. The bright light in your face, that high-pitched whine, that uncomfortable chair, all those weird people looking into your teeth and tapping. It's just horrible. Also, there's the legend of the tooth fairy, which is also creepy. This little thing fluttering outside your window, creeping into your children's bedroom and stealing their teeth. So I really want to combine these two, smash them into one maze, and that's where the impetus was for the tooth fairy. So we follow an abducted kid into the lair of the tooth fairy, and we see him change into one of her minions. It's really gross, it's disgusting, yeah.
You were telling me earlier, Daniel, that there's a lot of early exits out of this maze, that people get a couple of rooms in and they got to get out.
Yeah, definitely. Usually right by the second room, they start to hear that high-pitched squeal from the drill, and they're out of there.
And that's what we love. Hey, Tooth Fairy, Daniel Miller, hey, real quick, this is the only show where we're encouraging you to be on your phone. Some of you are actually watching me like a regular show. What are you doing? Get on your phone! Sir, are you on your phone? All right. Oh, it scared me for a second there. Everybody needs to be plugged into the internet right now. There's Wi-Fi. All right. Jacked in like the Matrix. All right. The next returning maze right here on the screens. Watch. And record with your phone.
Too, but it was more fun to watch you cry like a baby. You're gonna hunt down the Red Hand Gang to the last man? I'm all that's left, gunslinger. There's something you don't understand. This is bigger than the Red Hand Gang. There are forces at work here that you will never... Like I was saying, there are forces at work that you don't understand. Hell, looks like I'm gonna need some silver bullets.
The gunslinger's back. The baddest gunslinger of the West is back, and he's facing off against a horde of monstrous werewolves, hell-bent on destroying the Old West and everybody in it. You're going to travel back to that wonderful old West town. You're going to see the worst, most disgusting bandits you've ever found. The hairiest and scariest werewolves at Knott's Berry Farm, until you face off against the skinwalkers themselves who started this whole mess. It's going to be a hoot, a holler, and a whole lot of screams as the blood moon rises over Knott's Berry.
Gus, we were talking earlier, this was an interesting maze because it started out as Gunslinger's Grave, and then you get to add this layer to it. What's it like to take a maze you've already done and then add a layer to it?
Well, honestly, Gunslinger was the first maze that I designed start to finish, and I just love the concept. And, you know, generally our mazes have fairly short life cycles, but I really wanted to be able to continue the story because it meant so much to me. So what I did was I took the first couple of years I wanted to differentiate it from Knott's and have it just despicable, evil people doing horrible things. But then I wanted to take that story and turn it into more of a not scary farm supernatural aspect. And that's when I brought out the werewolves, because we haven't really done werewolves in such a long time in a maze, and I really wanted to do them justice and have a lot of fun with it and, you know, kill a lot of people.
Hey. That's a good day at work, right?
That is a Tuesday.
All right. Are you ready for one more? Watch the screen. Record it.
Since the 1700s, there's been a dark force brewing in the swamps of Louisiana, and at the heart of this darkness, there's a woman, Marie Laveau. And for those who are seeking out Marie Laveau, there's a man, a gatekeeper, who can help you along your journey. But you must be warned, if you go searching for dark magic's gonna find you.
Yeah. Again, we were talking earlier, this maze is interesting, it has no walls.
Yeah, what's interesting, you're not actually walking through a maze, you're more walking through an ecosystem, really. There's no walls in here, it's an actual, you know, swamp that we have. We have the actual water that you're walking over on all the docks. You're walking over water, there's little buildings, and then all the trees and dirt. It's an ecosystem.
It's an ecosystem. Think about that when you're walking through Voodoo.
And I think, yeah, all the leftover snacks left from the monsters, there's actually like a thriving ecosystem inside that maze.
So we're doing good work. All right, let's do another one, shall we? Let's take a trip to the end of the street. Trick or treat returns. Mr. Miller, tell us about it.
Well, everyone loves Halloween, and when I was a kid, I have a very fond memory of dressing up in a cardboard robot suit, taking my pillowcase and going from door to door with my brothers, trick-or-treating and filling that bag with candy. But we always remember that there was, at the end of the street, this rickety old house, and we always would dare each other who's going to push the button and ring the doorbell. So we always kind of envisioned that there was a witch at the end of that doorbell. And that was always the impetus of what trick-or-treat is about. It's classic Halloween. It's the Green Witch and her tricksters, and there's more treats. There's more tricks than treats.
Right. And what's great about it is that a lot of times when you go to these to our events, we lose sight of the holiday itself. So this is a Halloween-themed maze. So you get pumpkins and carving, and sometimes carving not just pumpkins, but you know, children. But hey, it's great, right? It's all good. It's all good, right?
It's essential Halloween, but beyond that, it's also pretty gory and grim. So
we love that. You like gory and grim? All right. How about one more? Let's do it.
managed to manifest. Guys, I'm really not feeling good.
Any paranormal fans in the house? There's the guy, John Cook, everybody.
In just a few weeks, we're going to be opening up the gates to the Hayden Hill Sanitarium for another live episode of Paranormal Inc. Chad and the gang are going to be detonating their experimental ghost pod in hopes to find concrete scientific evidence of the paranormal. Through different EVPs, spikes in the electromagnetic field, and sudden drops in temperature, this is all evidence that's being built to prove that there is in fact life after death.
Yeah, and it's all based on fact, isn't it? That's the scary part. Yeah, I love it. John Cook, everybody, you're up for one. All right, I think we have one more returning maze to talk about.
Tonight, this is an exclusive. So this is the very first time that we've announced that Dead of Winter, Wendigo's Revenge, is a part of our stuff. So
it's a part of the stuff, guys.
It's part of the stuff. I took the reins from Gus Kruger last year, and I wanted to take it and put my own spin on it. This year, as you saw in the video, the Queen is dead. And her beasts and minions have ripped her apart. One thing I do want to say is that there's 4 new rooms in this. There's a new facade. It's much gorier and darker than it's ever been. So it's a whole new experience this year.
We should say that a lot of haunt mazes in the second or third year are moved over to another designer just so they can put their own spin on it. So it's not like, it's just got 2 designers in it to make it twice as gory, correct? And what the heck's a Wendigo?
Yeah, after last year we started talking about what we wanted to do next with Dead of Winter, sort of like, Gunslinger, what's next for that. Daniel and I collaborated on it, and we came up with some stuff, and then he had such a strong vision of where he wanted to take it, it only seemed right to pass the torch to Daniel and just let him go crazy with it. So that's what he's done. I'm really looking forward to seeing it in its new brutal entirety.
And Wendigo is a man, elk, and
Bingo.
Canadian folklore, folks.
It's a monster, eh?
It's a monster.
Eh? All right.
It's huge, it's gruesome, it's a whole new effect that we're putting in.
And you're going to come face to face with this thing.
Face to face with
So do your homework so you recognize it when you see him.
Yes.
All right. Daniel Miller and Wendigo's Revenge, everybody. All right. Are you with me? You still with me? Is there anybody not on their phone? Get everybody on their phones. Call your mom. Tell her what's going on. You'll never believe this. Shh. All right. Oh, come on. All right. I caught a Wendigo. All right. And now for something completely different. Check out the screen, won't you? Oh, come on, move for 2016. Let's do it. mazes. And one-time access to 4 brand new interactive skeleton key rooms. So let's talk about those, shall we? The first one is Visions. Mr. Cook.
Yeah, the Visions Key Room, we're bringing this to life using augmented reality technology. We're going to be giving you guys a Phantom Finder and going to be joining the Paranormal crew for another investigation. What's cool about these key rooms is they're not actually part of the mazes, they're separate things. And what we're doing is we're taking the old Haunt Museum and now turning it into the Green Witch Museum, where you guys are going to be able to go in and investigate at your own leisure. And what's cool about this building, it's not the building that's haunted, but more so the different artifacts that surrounded the Green Witch Trials.
All right, so Visions is the first of 4 key rooms, only available to those key holders. One-time access, and the second key room is Slasher. Mr. Kruger, appropriately named.
Thanks, Jeff. So with Slasher, we wanted to take advantage of our advanced show control systems that we have here at Knott's Berry Farm and take our skeleton key pass holders and put you right in the middle of a 1980s-style slasher horror film. So you're going to come, yeah, that guy loves it. You're going to come face to face with the Angel Maker Killer. And the only question really is, can you escape, or are you just going to be added to the list of victims?
Or like this guy, like, I'll apply for the job, Angel Killer. Yeah, you gotta get a key, sir. All right. The third room out of 4 is Zozo. John, tell us about Zozo.
Zozo actually spawned from a personal story and a friend, shared with me, and she is just terrified of Ouija boards, and we thought it would be really funny to take one and put it under her bed. And then we told her it was under there, and complete mental breakdown ensued after that. And it felt maybe a little bad, but more so just intrigued on why you are so terrified of these spirit boards. So we dug a little bit, and she told us that when she was younger, her and a friend were playing with a Ouija board, and the planchette kept going back from Z to O, Z to O. Anything they'd ask, Z to O, Z to O. They didn't think anything of it, they didn't know what it meant. But she started to wake up from these intense demonic dreams with scratches all over her, and when she Googled what this meant, she was completely petrified of what she found. And I'm not going to share what she found, but if you want to look it up, please do. But if not, you can come sit around the round table. You can find out for yourself if Zozo's is part of our overactive imaginations, or if there's something more to it.
Show of hands, how many people are Googling Zozo right now? 1, 2, all right. You come back to us, all right? All right, John, that sounds great. A lot of people really believe in that stuff, so beware. All right. And the last key room, 4 of 4, is Prey. Daniel, you want to tell us about Prey?
Farmer Ned and his beasts are hungry for blood. Enter this interactive hay maze that changes. Every 30 seconds, a new beast is released, and it is completely in the dark. The only way you can see is through a special lantern that we give you, and there's a twist. We control the
That sounds great, Daniel. Is the little girl all right? Is she okay? Torn limb from limb. All right, that's great. All right. Thank goodness the lantern's okay. There you are, John. Okay, thanks. All right. Let's pray, everybody, in the key rooms. So they sound pretty good. They sound amazing and heart-stopping. And you can go through them one time each night with your skeleton key, and I think one time will be enough because they sound completely terrifying. Thank you, everybody. All right. Is everybody sitting down? Are you ready? You got your phones out. Your Twitter machine is going. Who's on MySpace? One guy? What's Tom? Okay, Tom. All right. We're going to pull back the veil. We're going to pull back the cloak. We're going to put on a cape. And we're going to talk about what's brand new for 2016.
Mission Control, do you copy? The mission has been compromised. I repeat, the mission has been compromised. Send in the recruits.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Black Ops Infected, and the man behind the gun, John Cook.
So let me explain why we decided to rebrand Special Ops Infected into the all-new Black Ops Infected. At the end of last year, we were sitting down and thinking about what do we do next with this attraction, where do we go? We felt we kind of hit our limits in Camp Snoopy. So we decided that we were going to take it out of Camp Snoopy. And we're going to bring it backstage. And two really important, interesting things happened when we made that decision. The first, we have a completely blank slate. We don't have to worry about Camp Snoopy. We don't have to worry about the kids the next morning. We were able to fully build a Knott's caliber set for this. So we built an entire city for you guys to come and run through and live out your zombie warrior dreams. And it's also introduced a new dynamic. With Camp Snoopy, it was more of a long-range, firefight we were having with the zombies. Now, it's basically close-quarter combat. You are face-to-face, which I really think is going to really up the adrenaline with this attraction to one step closer to that fully realized video game that we've been striving for since day one. And now, the big thing, back to that blank slate, we can also start over with operations. No longer is there a ticketing system for Infected. So more like the standard haunted attraction we have here. You just come in, jump in line, and go through it and blast away some zombies.
All right, so to reiterate, it's all new, it's brand new, it's backstage, and you just have to get in line for it. And, go ahead.
One thing I gotta do, I do this every year since the inception of Infected. So we have a thing where our slogan, we get all our zombies hyped, we yell headshots. So on the count of 3, I need everyone in this room to yell headshots as loud as you can. Can we do that? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Headshots! That was a lot of people here.
Yeah. And your skeleton key gives you priority access to it. Thank you, John.
Thank you, guys.
All right. This is good. Are you ready for this? This is brand new, never before revealed. Are you ready for it? They're ready for it. Kill the lights.
regard than life itself, and that is honor. In this maze, we're going to follow the footsteps of a disgraced samurai on his quest to redeem his honor through death. Upon death, his soul is released into the gloomy Shadowlands. Lurking around every corner are different creatures, ghosts, and spirits pulled straight from the pages of Japanese folklore. And now we got to find out. Are we going to be trapped? Are we going to find what we're looking for? And that is a glorious, glorious death on the battlefield.
John, what was your inspiration for Shadowlands?
I've been fortunate enough to travel to Japan a few times, and I'm always captivated in complete awe of the architecture and the different traditions, even down to the graveyards. They just have such a beautiful aesthetic to them. And on top of that, there are just so many amazing stories, ghosts, and creatures from the folklore that lend themselves so well to a haunted attraction. So what we did is we created this realm, this Shadowlands, for all these different stories to come together and exist on a single plane for you guys to be able to walk through.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Cook at Shadowlands. Live by the sword, die by the sword. Now, at this point, if I said, hey, we're going to wrap it up and say goodnight, that would be enough, right? No! How about something else that's new? Watch the screen. Designer on a maze is two amazing designers on a maze. Gus Kruger and Daniel Miller for the Red Barn.
Let me tell you about the Red Barn. The great man's got a blood-soaked barn that's sitting on the edge of Calico for the last 150 years. You gotta watch your step when you get a little close though, because if the great man doesn't get you, one of his sadistic sons will, and they'll take you. They love grabbing unwitting travelers and using them for their own sadistic purposes.
The Red Barn is an homage to the 1970s grindhouse horror films. It's grisly, it's gross, it's filled with demonic pigs, horrible hillbillies, and chainsaws.
One thing's for sure, that video is live. Watch your step, because if you enter the Red Barn, you don't leave.
Start tweeting and on Facebook. How about one more? You have to really want it. One more. If you've been paying attention, you realize that Special Ops Infected is now Black Ops Infected and it's backstage. That leaves the entire front of the park ready and ripe for a brand new scare zone. The Hollow. Journey back into American folklore and discover the Headless Horseman's undead army. Witches, apparitions, and more are